Is the British pound finally ready to move higher after consolidating for several months? That's the question we're going to answer in today's video. Hi everyone, my name is Justin Bennett with Daily Price Action, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly what I'm watching from the GBPUSD, as well as what key level buyers have to break and at what time, as well as key resistance levels I'm watching on the way up. Let's get started right now. A quick disclaimer that today's video is for educational purposes only. All views are my opinion and are not intended as investment advice. Forex is a high reward, high risk business, and you should not trade with borrowed money or money you cannot afford to lose. See the description of this video for the full disclaimer. Before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and also click the bell icon so you get notified every time I post these videos. So I've mentioned this sideways consolidation that's been occurring on the GBPUSD between 127.70 support and 129.80 resistance for several weeks. So this consolidation between these two levels comes after this October rally that ran for more than 800 pips. And given this short-term uptrend that I mentioned in Saturday's forecast video, remember that we have these higher lows. This was a potential higher low depending on what happens up here at resistance. And we also have this higher high back here. So right now we do have this short-term uptrend from the British pound. And that, combined with this sideways movement recently, did hint at strength. So recently I've been saying that as long as the pair remains above 127.70 support on a daily closing basis, that I do favor another leg higher from the pair. If we had closed below this area, it would have exposed 125.70. But instead, as you can see today, is once again pressuring that area around 129.80, which has capped the pair since it reached that level in October. But here's the key. I trade New York closed charts so that every day opens and closes at 5 p.m. Eastern. So what that means is that when we look at a daily chart, this candle right here opened and closed at 5 p.m. Eastern. The same thing with today. Today opened at 5 p.m. Eastern and it will close at 5 p.m. Eastern. So depending on where today's candle, this one right here, depending on where this closes today at 5 p.m. Eastern, that will dictate where the pair is likely to move in the near future. So if it closes back below 129.80, this resistance area, if it closes below that, it means that 129.80 is still intact as resistance, and it could also trigger a slight move lower, perhaps even a full rotation back in to 127.70 support. However, at the moment, it does appear that we'll get a close above this level. That's especially true when you consider this higher low recently. So back here, we had this full retest of 127.70 support. We then moved up into resistance, pulled back, but the pair made a higher low. So if today does close above that 129.80 level, it would expose 131.70. And eventually, if the pair is able to move through 131.70, we could even see a move as high as 133.40. So those are the two levels I'm keeping an eye on as we move forward. But also keep in mind that nothing is guaranteed. So even though today could close above 129.80, it does not mean that the pair will move up to 131.70. While that would be the likely scenario, we could very well see a close above this area, and it could even churn sideways for a while, followed by a close back below it. So false breaks do happen, and that's something to keep an eye on as we move forward. So you don't want to go ahead and size into this thing with too much risk, because there is a potential that it could be a false break. But given this short-term uptrend and this sideways consolidation, which does hint at strength when you consider that the pair moved higher by 800 pips in October, this right here does hint at another push higher. So again, a close above 129.80 today would confirm the breakout, and it would also expose 131.70. Furthermore, a close above 129.80 means that that area would then start to attract buyers. In other words, it would start to become support. So former resistance becomes support, but first we need to see a daily close above it at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave your comment below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.